Hi, so here it is, another video. We're going to talk about some weird beings out there in the multiverse that I've met throughout my sessions and newbies and stuff. And I think it's interesting to know about them. One is because as you're able to learn or hear various stories, you can probably relate to it, or while hearing it, you will see hey, I know about this, it feels similar. And you might have this sort of awakening because in the past, you might have had similar experiences, you might have experienced the same, you might have been under control or something, and you'll be able to tap into the experience. For some people, it might be traumatizing or more like hard to confront. It's pretty crazy because, the stories just I get out of body, and there's so much out there. Like every experience out there is whoa. It's kind of brainwashing. Sometimes really hard to, or not really hard to handle, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting sometimes. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So here it is. In some of my recent work I've been doing, and probably by now will have an audio edited. I had a session, so I still have to edit the audio, but by now I guess I will. We'll see. So anyway, I was doing a session on a person who has a fear of falling. And this fear of falling is probably similar to a lot of people. I have fear of spiders, but it's a whole new different past life and stuff. But some people, hey, I'm afraid of heights, I'm afraid of falling, different things. And it can be in lots of ways, but it still is a trigger, it still has an effect on us. And starting out, okay, so what is about this fear of falling? Where was the first time in your life when it happened and stuff? No, it's so when I get out of body, I scan for this, what causes it? And for me, when I'm looking at the person's issues, or myself, or something else, I have an item or specific thing I'm going to target. What am I going to check for? And when I look at it, it's as if I have an image pop up, and I'm oh look, or a few images on the screen, and I click on it, or as if I click on it, but I focus on it, and I tune myself to that place, and boom, I appear here in the world or somewhere right in front of me. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I just have to focus in and just be the awareness, experience everything, see everything, get the better understanding, and then see what's up. So I'm tracking a person who has the issue with fear of falling, and I'm okay, who's causing it? Why is it there? Some other issues in life, maybe. I'm tracking, okay, maybe hard time getting out of body, because that's the thing. We're working on a person who wants to get out of body but has a fear of falling. Are they both connected? Yes, on a big level, and there's probably a lot of things that keep us connected or trapped in this place, or not being able to leave the body. That being said, I'm all over the place today because I have so much to say, so much new stuff coming in, and I don't want to lose it. But anyway, come on, I should be on track and stuff. Yeah, for the person that has a fear of falling, it's hard to get out, and I'm looking what else is stopping him? What's in there? So okay, a few entities, beings that can literally create a black screen right in front of you. You can get out of body, but there will be beings who don't want us to get out. So they will make sure that we're able to see stuff, and it's as if they put a black screen on our eyes, or on our vision, and all of a sudden we get out of body, but it's all pitch black. We don't see anything, and we're laying in bed thinking we're not out. It's yeah, I'm just I close my eyes and there's nothing there. It's probably a reason for that. A lot of people, at least 5 cases I've been working with, and the recent one is 2. There are beings out there who literally take away our visuals. They put another shielding, another mask, another holographic visuals, whatever you would call it. And it's pitch black. It's nothing's there. Sometimes on top of that, you might not see anything, and on top of that, they might put a nightmare. They might put different dreams. But they're trying to mess with people. They're gonna create a dream space for you, and now you're just a player in a place, and you're experiencing everything that's just a dream. But it's all meant to trigger you, some scare stuff. You might have oh, I'm afraid of people doing this stuff, or I'm afraid of this happening, and in the dream that stuff will happen because they know your triggers, they know what you're afraid of, and they're gonna target that to scare you, to keep you in your body, to get you afraid of dreaming or getting out and stuff. And so they cause fear and different things. So that's one of the things that happen. And I'm okay, what else? What else are they doing? A lot of beings out there, in order to trap us and make sure that we do not get out of body, they will wipe our memories. So you get out of body, you're out there. Maybe you have visuals, maybe you don't. But some beings will wipe your memories. And so all of a sudden you get back and, yeah, I don't remember any dreams. I didn't dream tonight. Yeah, everyone dreams at least a few times a night. And the longer you sleep, the more cycles you're going to get of that. So if everyone dreams, how come you're not remembering it? And a lot of times we have these entities that will delete our memories. And it's not just like not remembering your dream. You literally can have an out-of-body experience, do a lot out there, and eventually they delete your memories, and you come back, you don't remember anything. You don't remember having a newbie. And that's the thing. And they want to stop us from that. They want to make sure that we don't think that we can do that. We can't do astral projection, getting out of body, and stuff, and they just wipe our thoughts and memories and stuff. That's one thing. Another thing, they push us back into the body, and sometimes they do all of that. Like they make sure like we can't see anything. They wipe our memories of like, you know, hey, I'm not seeing anything, but I'm able to perceive stuff. I'm hearing things. The whole feeling state is such freeing and it's calm and stuff. I like it. I want to see. And in that feeling state, you know something's different. You're not dreaming. You're being fully aware. You're out of body. You don't know it yet. Maybe you're not perceiving it because you can't see it. And all of a sudden, they are making sure they wipe your memories and they push you back into the body. And so you wake up like, oh, sometimes we get like, you know, you jump up from that like sort of fear or whatever, and that like sort of like what happened, and you just like have that shock. Sometimes we wake up and it's like really exhausted. Sometimes it's just no memory and stuff. But literally, people are being messed in those ways. And so if you can relate, write that in the comments. And you know, do you think that this is stuff is happening for you, or are there other issues in your life? Like, share that in the comments, because it's a thing. It's totally happening. So okay, I'm like okay, so we have beings stopping people from getting out of body in these ways. What else is going on? And I'm tracking specifically for one person. And there's a spaceship, and I'm like, okay, what's inside? And I get inside, and it's like this. I don't know how to even say it. If you've ever seen a plant or like there's a living being, like a creature that literally looks like a stick being, like it's not mantis, but it's like a stick and it can move a little bit. So it's similar like that. But the thing is, this is the minimal version we see on Earth. Like, oh yeah, it came out from a little egg-like thing, and now it's like rolling out and like growing a little bit. Now it's like maybe the size of the palm and stuff. That's cool, you know. I entered the spaceship, and there's this 3 meters tall. It's 3 meters tall being, and it's like a living plant. It's like it's very intelligent. Like, you know, I talked about my Ubies where I had fear of spiders, and huge ass 20 feet spider coming at you, and they're intelligent and like killing machines. Here it is, a plant. And the thing is, when you look at the world, plants are actually much more powerful than people and animals, because we lay out concrete, we lay out cities, and eventually what do we see? The plant goes through the concrete, the plant climbs up through the towers and cities and stuff. The plant will have certain chemicals to kill animals or cause like sort of stuff to your body. So like, you know, an animal can go and eat and like, oh, what's this stuff? I'm feeling really bad. Oh, I ate flat plant. I'm never going to do that again. Humans, on the other hand, we eat stuff like, oh, I don't feel so good. We take some aspirin or some pills and then keep eating that stuff. We're not as smart as plants and stuff. So that being said, there it is, spaceship, this 3 meter tall plant. It's just like gets this root out and starts moving toward the spaceship. And the thing is, that plant is connected to the servers, and it's like it's as if there's AI or something else connected. And that plant can receive information. So the idea for this plant is basically, how to say it, like capture beings. If you can like travel to the multiverse, this plant can literally energetically wrap itself around you and sort of like keep you like very tightly like, you know, wrapped and stuff. But that's like one thing. And I'm like, you know, I've never seen this being before, and I'm like, okay, what's your connection to that person that I'm working with? And I tap into this plant, and here it is. Boom! I tap into this plant and I teleport to another place, and now I'm like away, and there's this planet, and this planet I saw, like, you know, okay, 3 meters tall. It's bigger than the planet. It's bigger than Earth, for example. It's like all over the place, and it's literally smashing everything, destroying everything. And we can even like say like tentacle has like, you know, little things, and it's gonna like click onto it and like grab on like really tight. Very similar with the plant. It's like leeching onto stuff and like holding it really tight and like, you know, destroying things like one smash and the whole planet goes crashing and stuff. And like okay, so what about this whole thing? So in that planet, one of the past lives of the person I'm working on is there. He's literally on the planet fighting off this huge ass creature, and he's trying to save like, you know, the place he's like with or like, no, the other beings out there. He's in the war and stuff. And this plant literally captures the whole planet, destroys, like, just like splicing like everything, like the explosion happens, like stuff goes flying all over the place. People are being crashed, thrown, and stuff like that. But it doesn't end just with destroying it. Once the things are destroyed, the inside, like the plant itself, is similar to the starfish, like by the looks and stuff. I mean, like, it's in the shape, I guess. And it's in the middle of that. The plant, it's as if consuming everything, so everything is destroyed, goes inside the plant. I was like, oh, the plant is eating stuff. We know the plant eaters, like, well, there are those. And I'm like, okay, what's in there? So I thought I'm gonna go in the stomach to find out like what's out there. And all of a sudden I find out that it's as if instead of a stomach, there's a portal. And I'm going through and finding out that it's like we talked about in soul traps and stuff. And in this place, beings and crafts and like all the debris and like stuff that was destroyed is in that place. And it's endless. Like, it's just complete pitch darkness. It's endless and everything's falling. It's like no gravity thing, or maybe gravity thing, but everything's like falling and just keeps coming back. So it's like if you play the Portal game, there's 2 portals and you're always falling. But it's massive, and you see pieces of planets falling. The car is there. There goes the scrape tower, and like people are there. Like, so beings are trapped, and there's no way out. They cannot escape. And so throughout the whole falling, people are really like everyone is experiencing that constant falling. And throughout it all, since they can't really move too much, they can't really escape. You might come in and say, what is this place? Like, I want to get out. I don't want to be here. And the being, this is this feeling state, thinking state, while he's in there at the beginning. But there is no time there, and you just keep falling forever. And so the being, since it's falling forever, he cannot escape in any way, because he believes like he's trapped fully. There's no way out, and that's the thing about awareness and stuff. Sometimes if we identify with the experience, like, oh, I'm trapped, I cannot get out, and if we think that like this is the way it is, we are making it be that way. All it takes is to be like, no one can trap me. I am limitless, I'm infinite, I'm free, and you're out. Some beings don't have that awareness. That's the bad thing. So this person I'm working with is in the whole construct. He's falling as well, and it begins with like, he thinks that he wants to escape, but with years and years of falling, he's trapped. There's no way out, and now like he is trapped. There's no way out, and there's different stuff. But those beliefs become commands for the present life. I'm trapped in the physical body. There's no way out of the body, and unless killing yourself and stuff, like, don't do that. But different stuff. So like I'm looking at a person, and all of a sudden, with being there for too long, he's developing beliefs that there's no way out. No one's gonna save them. He cannot get out. He's too weak. He's powerless. Blah blah blah. And those things, like, he just keeps falling and seeing everything in there. There's like, the beings, the planets, and stuff like that. Everything's just like endless space, and everything's slowly falling forever. It's just like a construct, or like a place, but stuff like that. So, and at some point, the person just makes sure, like, like he loses the faith, he loses the drive and stuff, and he accepts that this is the way it is. I'm never getting out. This is okay. It's okay to be here. It's okay to, like, this is fine. It's fire all around and stuff, and me and stuff. But anyway, so all of those beliefs, like, with the plant, the like devouring everything and sending them into the place and time, or like between space and time, where everyone's trapped and just falling constantly, and the person is there until the present. Like, everything is still happening up to now, and that happened long time ago. And so I'm like looking at those things, and like all of his beliefs, where he started like, true fight back into getting in there and wanting out, and then just started accepting the reality that he perceived, that there's no way out, that he's powerless and stuff. All of those things still have to do closely with his present body here on Earth. All of those beliefs he had keeps him trapped here. So he cannot get out because he believes he can't. And all of those things, like, oh yeah, I can't get out, I'm stuck in this body, there's nothing I can do, I'm too lazy, I can't move, blah blah blah. Tons of all these becomes command, and you perceive it like as a present, which is why you're being kept in the body. And you're trying really hard to get out, you're trying to learn different techniques, but it just doesn't work. Nothing works. and you're in that place, and like, no matter what you do, nothing works. Same stuff. So going through all that, I was sort of redoing this, like going back in time, preventing it from happening, sending that plant to its own like realm, and making sure like, you know, hey, there's no way out, stay there, like, you know, you're gonna enjoy it and stuff, and preventing that from happening, sort of redoing everything and restoring all the stuff that was destroyed and consumed. You know, I'm still like waiting from the person to hear what's gonna happen, but it's interesting, like to see that, like, I don't think it's just one person affected by this sort of thing. There's probably a lot of people, and not necessarily from Earth, but there's like lots of other places where they can be and stuff. So yeah, plant eating planets, amazing. So that was like one of my recent findings. Like, you know, it's a new construct, new thing. Really interesting. So I still have this sort of, I don't know, like an hour-long thing, the session with all the details and stuff like that. I'm gonna work on it and upload it on YouTube sometime soon, and probably before this video, or maybe after, we'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching. Share your thoughts, like, have you had similar experiences? How do you feel about this whole subject? You know, like, share your thoughts, because it's the thing, like, you know, we're trying to help people get out of body. Some people have that goal, and we're trying to find out, like, what's holding them back. It's one of the things that we have. Massive plants, beings with like intelligent. They can move. They can like they can think. They can engage with you, and really interesting. So this is new stuff I found out. Like, I thought I'll share it. It's always something new. Like that's the cute stuff. So yeah, creepy. The session was pretty exhausting because like it's kind of not really hard to confront, but it's heavy to reveal all the stuff, and for me, I'm the empath, so whenever one skill I'm feeling like I'm losing a lot, so like it takes time. But anyway, yeah, good stuff. Share thoughts. I'll probably like end out the video and make a few others on the different beings I found out there, because there's a lot new stuff I'm getting in, and yeah. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. You know, take care of yourself, and you know, looking forward to your comments. Bye then.